Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Queens in the building. Big Zen is in the motherfucking building. What's up,
Big
sis?
motherfucking Zen. Okay.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yo, I gotta say, like, the one thing that I loved was when the Pitchfork article came out about the Ladies' Night Cypher, and they like compared you to a boxer, and I
saw that.
I think that was probably like the best like comparison to your voice that I could have even have like I didn't think of it, but like when I saw it, I was like, that's so fire that they compared her to that, because I didn't even think about that. But now that like they said it, I'm like, for real, because you kind of just came in and you was just like you was hitting it hard too. Like I thought that was tough.
Everybody was talking about like the energy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
I thought that was so fire that that's what they compared you to. And even in like the comments, there was like a comment on the video where it had like every like they gave every girl who was on the cypher like kind of like I don't want to say a role, but like a compliment, something like that.
Uh-huh.
And they said that you came with like the energy.
yeah.
And I like that.
I love that.
Because I'm sure like once you get to like the end of the cypher, people would expect like something calm or some shit like that. And then you was like, I might be the tail end, but bah! Like, you feel me? So I'm excited to have you here.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Because you were the only person on the cypher at the time that didn't have their own solo shit.
Yes, it was overdue.
Oh, way overdue.
Overdue.
Way overdue. And I added you to the cypher because like I had been watching your stuff for a while because Connie had put me on like a ways back, and I had liked what she was doing. And then I was like, you know what? I'm like she hasn't been on the show yet, but let me add her to the cypher because I feel like it would have been a dope moment, and it was a dope moment. So it just all worked out that way.
I appreciate you for that.
I appreciate you for being here.
Thank you.
How you been lately?
I've been really good. Working on music, working on myself, stacking, saving, all that good shit.
Working on new. Oh, so you were at South by Southwest not too long ago.
No, I didn't go.
You didn't end up going?
I didn't end up going. It was like an emergency, so I couldn't even go.
Oh.
But I had like 4 shows out there. And I couldn't even go.
Damn. Next year.
Yeah.
But since you're here, I want to get like your full story. So obviously you're from Queens, first and foremost, of course.
I'm from Southside.
Southside Queens.
Southside Jamaica, Queens.
How did this whole music journey begin for you? Like how long you been doing it? How long, you've been at it?
So it's supposed to be 5 years next month. I've been doing music. I've been doing music 3 years. Seriously. So before, when I was just playing around, I used to model. I used to be a part of this magazine called See Whatever Magazine.
Okay.
And that's when I was working in the airport. And everybody asked me like, oh, what do you do? Do you rap? Do you sing? I'm like, no, like I don't do that. Like I don't do that. I just model. So I guess I let them kind of get into my head. And I decided I wanted to try something different from modeling, and I started rapping. Mm-hmm. When I was younger, I was in a choir. So I used to sing.
Right, yeah.
But I can't sing no more.
Really? Not even a little bit?
Not even a little bit. Mm-mm.
I mean, even like with when you did like the cypher or the freestyle, it's just like I can understand why.
Yeah, I can't sing for shit.
You can't sing for shit no more.
Hell no.
So the rapping was like that. That's what was the decision.
Mm-hmm. And even when I started rapping, like my voice, like when I first started, it's not my voice. But like now, at all, like I had to find my voice for real.
Right. When did you find that boxer style, like hard hitting, like aggressive? Voice.
I don't think I don't have a date, but it's just like I just kept recording, kept practicing, and I just started saying my music with my chest. Like I just started saying it like I really mean it. Because before, when I first started rapping, it sounded like I was reading my shit off my phone. Mm-hmm. So like once I memorized it and I started practicing and just saying it with my chest, it kind of just came to me like so.
Right. I remember some things like I had saw online after we dropped the cypher were for like you and Connie specifically. They're like, why New York women got such deep voices? And I'm like, why y'all pussy?
Right. Like
why y'all pussy?
Yo, I hate that shit so much. Like they was like, oh, we sound like Connie sound like Pop Smoke, and it was like, oh, why her voice so deep? And it's just like,
y'all don't say that about like Ruby Rose though.
Yeah, her voice is deep.
Ruby Rose's voice is mad deep, and that's nothing against Ruby. I love Ruby Rose,
yeah,
and I love that
fire.
shit. But like, that's like, but she's not from New York, so it's like to me, like
I guess it's like the aggression in our voice. Like it's just like raw. Like what? Like what you gonna do? She don't like. I want to say Ruby. She has a deep voice, but she's girly.
Right.
So it's like, but then again, I'm girly, so it's just like. But then again, I'm kind of aggressive, so I can't even.
You're like I feel like you teeter on that that line in the music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you could do like the girly music, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't even call it that, but you could also do like the aggressive side of this shit too.
It's like
dogging bitches.
Yeah, like that's the fact. Like I gave with dogging bitches and air it, I gave something different. But like with Pussy Shop, it's girly. Like my ad-libs is moaning. If you listen to my music, my ad-libs are literally moaning. Like so, it's just like I could get both. I could get either or. Like the cypher was something different for me.
Right. Like, but I don't understand why people why do you think that people are like just are so, I don't know. why people online just be so like, oh, the deep voice shit. Like I don't know.
They just want to pick on some shit. Like they just want to pick for real. People be weird. They be on some weird shit. They just want to pick. I don't know. People be weird.
If you're afraid of New York women, just say that.
Just say that, like.
Just say that, bro. It's not for they. Not for you. Respectfully, that's why they here.
If you don't want to get beat on, just say that.
If you don't want to get beat on, it's
just say that.
Crazy. Like, but then there's like you mentioned the other side of your music with like the moan and ad libs, this and that, right? And like not just with you, but like obviously like with other female rappers, like people like to nitpick at that shit too. You know what I'm saying? But like there is like a genuine lane for that in hip hop for people who like listen to like that type of music. You know what I'm saying? And that's why that's something else that I don't like when I see online, because it's like, yeah, like that style of music may not be entirely for me, but there are a lot of people that like that's for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that I see online in general that bothers me about like when people are talking about like female rappers.
But the thing about it is everybody gonna fall in line eventually. Like everybody's gonna fall in line. When I first started rapping, it was, oh my God, all she do talk about sex. Oh my God, all she do is talk about sex. Now everybody is fucking and sucking and they a hoe. Like it's just like everybody gonna fall in line.
Yeah. I think that people just need to have more of an open mind. I feel like people, well, especially online, because people could just hide behind like no profile picture. People are able to be like act closed-minded on social media. But I bet like, I always think about this. I'm like, I feel like some of the people that talk online or probably have like seen you in real life and have probably been like, oh my God, I'm such a fan.
That's
like,
a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like they're
a big
probably,
fact.
and then they're in your comments like, oh, she talking about this and fucking and sucking and all this shit. And like, you know what I'm saying?
But the tea is like, people just need to just let it go and get their life together. They just want something to talk about.
Right.
People is crazy.
So going back to like the journey to get here. So you said 3 years you've been doing it seriously, right? What was like, I guess like the catalyst to doing it seriously? Like you mentioned the model and stuff and then going from that to that, but like what was like the moment for you where it was like, I gotta actually take this shit seriously. This ain't no joke.
So I want to say when I made my song, You Know My Body, and I want to say that was still kind of recent. I made my song, You Know My Body. Chef G shared it. Dusty shared it. Mad people were showing me love. Sleepy liked it. And I was just like, wow, like people really fuck with my shit. Like I'm really raw for real. So just like, and even before that, when I did the Nicki Minaj challenge, she liked my shit.
Yeah.
I was screaming, I was crying. I'm like, yo, I'm really raw. Like Nicki liked my shit, and that's big for me because I'm from Southside. So it was just like, oh shit, Nicki liked my shit. So it was just like, yeah, it was just like it was solidified.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, like a lot of people, I have seen a lot of artists like share your stuff, like like even with B Love in the cypher. B Love was like, oh, she talking spicy. I remember that post specifically. But like I have seen like the Dusties and whatnot sharing your shit, and I didn't know about the Nicki showing you love on that shit either. That's crazy.
Yeah. So that was like with the Nicki situation. That was before I started taking. That's when I first started.
Okay.
First started. So yeah.
I feel like. And that's cool because Nicki showing love to another Queens artist. Like, I mean, she probably definitely shown love to other Queens artists, but like, I don't know how many other female Queens artists that she's ever shown love to.
It's just big. Like Nicki, period. Like she like your shit and you from Queens, or she share your shit or comment. It's just big. Like it's just a moment for any female that's from Queens.
Right.
Yeah, or even any man, like male. Like Nicki like your shit or 50 Cent like your shit, you're gonna beast. Like you're gonna go crazy.
Yeah, Nicki was like the first big artist to ever post any of my shit too. And it was like it was an interview from Rolling Loud in 2019 with Malibu Mitch, and no other big artist had ever posted my shit, and Nicki posted it because Malibu said something about her being in her top 5, and then like a couple days later, my phone starts blowing up. They're like, "Yo, Nicki posted you," and I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, it's so funny how like Nicki has really like just been there at the beginning of a lot of people's careers, whether it be like rappers, media, shit like that. It's interesting to think about that shit now too.
OD.
With the new music you're working on, first of all, we gotta talk about Dog and Bitches. First of all, when that song came out, it was fire, and then we added the remix to it, and then the video came out, and I was like, and that was on the heels of everything that we did here, and I thought that was so cool because the way y'all followed it up with that, I was like, oh yeah, they know exactly what they're doing with this shit too.
You know what's crazy? The song was done before
the
Radar. Like literally the day before, that shit was done.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes. And then we all knew, but like we didn't tell anybody. So then after Radar,
so y'all just came here and filmed it and didn't tell nobody that?
Yeah, so it was already in the works. Like as soon as I finished it, I hit up Kanye. I'm like, yo, bitch, I want you in this song. And she's like, all right, bet, send me the song. She heard the song. She was like, oh, that shit is fire. And I'm like, who else can I put on it? Because I want another female. Because there's no female artists in New York right now that got 3 artists, like top artists.
Mm-hmm.
3 of them.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to be the person to do that. So I was like, who? Billy. So then she hit up Billy, and Billy was like, yeah, I fuck with it. She went to the studio that night, and she recorded it.
Wow. And that all happened before we did the cypher.
Yup.
That's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then so then we've had a few singles since then. And actually one of the singles, I told you it's your profile picture now. It was a feature you did. But like I love the caption of it. You said manifesting my BBL, new money, positive energy, and 15 new sneaky links. Say hello to Hoochie Mama season.
Period.
What is Hoochie Mama season? That's summertime?
Yes.
Summertime. All right.
Hoochie Mama is me in the summertime. It's just giving very much. I'm with everything. The links, the drinks, like Pop said, rest in peace, Pop. I'm with everything. I'm a thought. Get me lit. That's what it's giving. Like, that's what it's giving.
15 new sneaky links not crazy to you?
I need it all. Okay.
And like a span of like, but hold on. In a span of like 8 weeks, that's not crazy?
No.
15 in 8 weeks.
You see a sneaky link in the morning, right?
Of course.
And then you got another one to take you to lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then you got another one to take you to dinner. And then you start all over again. We don't spend a night. So you gotta start all over. You gotta rotate. You're never gonna get tired. Like
I feel the spending. I have a rule. I always make it back home.
Yeah, nobody's spending the night. Hell no.
Nobody's spending.
That's how you get yourself fucked up, caught up. I'm good.
15 though. You don't get tired. You don't get like. I feel like all right. Hold on. Hold on. I feel like all right. So the morning is cool. That's cool, right? Lunch is valid.
Mm-hmm.
But then I feel like after that, I have too much emotional energy that I've spent talking to people. My social battery is gone.
We should not be having that much of a full-blown conversation. You're a sneaky link. You know what you're supposed to be doing.
You right.
You're not getting to know me for real.
3 sneaky links in a day, though, kind of crazy.
No, it's not. That's perfect. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And you said you want to get a BBL.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I got my titties done.
Mm-hmm.
So the BBL is next. See, I gained some weight, right?
Right.
But that BBL, get it right, get it tight.
Get it right, get it tight.
Get it right and get the fuck tight.
This year?
Yep.
Yo, Zed.
So I got to record all my music and my videos now. So when I want to be MIA, I got content.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to be like what? How long is it? Like 8 weeks?
Something like that.
Some shit like that?
Yeah. I guess it depends on the body, like the healing process, but definitely some time. Yeah.
You prepare for like the pain that comes with that?
I mean, I thought I was going to trip when I got my titties done, but I wasn't tripping.
Okay.
Then the BBL is something different, so I don't know.
Was it painful?
My titties?
Yeah.
Honestly, no.
Oh.
Like,
there you go.
I was laying on the operating table. I was tripping about the needle because I don't like needles. Even though I got mad tattoos, I don't fuck with needles.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know, I was knocked out. And I woke up with some big ass fucking titties.
Nah, that's a sound bite right there. I knocked out and I woke up with some big ass.
For real. And the tea is I got asthma, so like I felt like I couldn't breathe, but that was it. Them shits was just big and fucking heavy.
And and that was how many years ago?
This was recent.
Oh, this was recently?
Yes. Like 9 months ago.
9 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now a year later.
Yeah, it's lit.
BBL
time for the ass.
She manifested the BBL. There you go.
And I manifested these titties too.
So what music are we working on right now? Because you've been doing singles for like the past year. You know what I'm saying? Project.
Yes.
What else are you working on right now? What's going on?
So I'm about to drop a single called Hoochie Mama.
Hoochie Mama.
Yes, it's just me. There's no features on that. And it's just a dope ass song. Like it's a drill beat. I heard the beat and I was just fiending. Like I'm like, oh, this is my type of shit. It just make you want to shake your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like songs that make you want to dance.
Okay.
And then it make you want to get sturdy too, but not for nothing. I don't know how to get sturdy.
It's okay.
Like it's not like it's sad. I be trying to do my little 1-2s, you know.
Yeah.
But I can't do it.
When's it coming out? By the end of summer, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's gonna come. Probably like I want to say before the month is over.
So you're gonna time it to come out and get the BBL, then have like 3 other songs in between, and then boom. People don't actually gotta see you
at all
for a couple weeks.
At the fuck all
2 months. So,
at all.
Because you got the music.
Yep.
After that, you got a project. Like what else is going on?
So the way I do is I just drop singles until one goes, because I don't want to put out a project and it don't do what it's supposed to, and it's like I waste the music.
Yeah.
So like I don't want to put out a EP. Well, I did put out EP before, but like I don't want to put out an album or mixtape or like a EP and my shit don't do what it's supposed to. I want to have a solid fan base before I put that shit out. You know, like I don't want to just be wasting music. That's weird.
Yeah. So singles for now.
Mm-hmm.
EP on the way. Hopefully, eventually.
Yes.
BBL on the way.
Yes.
More music. Hoochie Mama on the way.
Yes.
Hoochie Mama season.
Period.
It's that time. Before we sign off, let the people know they can follow you at. Anything else that you want to let them know? Now's the time to do it. This camera right here.
Big motherfuckers and the biggest bitch. Southside, don't fuck around. Okay? And y'all can find me on Instagram at __Big Zen. And yeah, don't fuck around. Hoochie Mama season, and you better watch a nigga, bitch, because I'll take him.
There you go.
Period.
Big Zen on the radar. Go run up that freestyle. Go show her some love. Go show her some support. Love and support are free. Till next time, it's on the radar, baby.